Hello and welcome to another training rap video. So what I do in a training rap video is I talk about a subject that interests me while I train Rocket League. Today I want to talk about the recent anime movie the Netflix released, which is Baki versus Kengan Ashura. One thing I want to mention is this is not going to be a spoiler-free video. I'm going to be talking freely about the whole movie. And I want to talk about how bad this movie was, dude, and how disappointing it was, because I was looking forward to this movie because I'm a Baki fan, okay? I like Baki. I think it's a pretty cool, manly, testosterone-driven series that's just very brutal. And I thought this new film was gonna, have that tone, and it's gonna be even cooler because it's a crossover with Kengan Ashura, right? I thought that they would execute this concept and this whole thing, that this whole thing was gonna be dope. It was gonna be hype as hell, dude. And it ended up being one of the worst interpretations that I've seen, like, of anything Baki. Not only was this film badly constructed, it was bad. It had horrible animation. The fight scenes looked awful. They had the fight scenes were not interesting at all. No interesting movements. It was just like very typical brawler, boring kind of brawler kind of stuff. They really watered down the whole thing. The animation was stupid. Even since the beginning of the film, dude, they show you like all the characters that are gonna be. Like, it hypes you up at the beginning of the film. Like Baki and that Ono guy, I think is his name, the main character from Kengan Ashura. They meet each other on a bridge, and they have such a stern presence. The manly presence causes an earthquake when they stare at each other. It's like at that moment they stare at each other, they cross over each other, and they know, like, they can sense their aura or their ki or something, dude, and they know they're gonna end up fighting. Somehow they're gonna end up fighting, right? And then the concept of it, they basically merged the concept of like Kengan Ashura with Baki. It's like these two organizations that they're underground fighting organizations that recruit fighters, and then they're gonna have a tournament. I'm all in, dude. I love that. I love tournament anime. All right, that's why I love Record of Ragnarok, which is another Netflix anime too, which is way better than any Baki or this film. That's for sure. But anyway, I love tournament anime, so I'm already in, dude. And then they show a presentation of all the Baki characters and Kengan Ashura characters that are gonna be in the movie. But dude, don't be deceived, right? All these characters, yeah, they're on the movie, but these motherfuckers don't do anything in the movie. They're just standing there. They show Biscuit Olivia with another tough dude from Kengan Ashura, and it seems like they focus on their body build. They're like guys that are obsessed about muscles and building muscles. And all they do is just basically, I think they play chess for a little bit, and they talk about muscular stuff. But aside from that, they don't even fight in the film. All the characters that you see, the iconic characters from Baki and all that, you would think they're gonna fight in this movie, but no. This movie has 3 fights in them, and they all suck because the animation sucks. Because it seems like Netflix just took a step down in terms of production value when it came to this film. You would think they would put more production value because it's a crossover, dude. And I'm not sure how many fans Kengan Ashura has or Baki. Then I don't think they have a lot of fans, but they have a brand name in terms of Netflix. You know what I mean? And these are 2 like animations from them. Then you would think that in a crossover they would do their best or send out their best team or like lend it out to the best production studio that could handle it the best. But it seems like they show like a B studio or like a studio that really had no idea how to treat the animation for it or the concept of it and make it cool. And honestly, all they had to do was just follow the tone of the previous Baki series, or maybe giving it to the same production thing that did those. Or maybe it's the same production thing and they're just gonna mess this one up. I'm not really sure what happened then, but it's very apparent that the production value of the whole thing has taken like 3 notches down. You know what I mean? It's very pathetic, honestly. Double tap. And the way the story was constructed, in terms of dialogue, it's very similar to Baki, honestly. In terms of like that they explain the powers and the inner monologues of every anime. You know, the inner monologue that all the anime characters have when they have to over-explain the situation in their minds. Baki has that, and this film has that. and it feels in the style of Baki. That's not really the weak part of this film, I would say. The weak part of this film is honestly how the production value just seemed to have taken a step down in every department. In animation, in the moves of the animation, in the tone of the whole thing. It's not as brutal as Baki. It's not as exciting. It doesn't have that brutal tone or that charm that Baki has. Dude, at one point, like the dads they show up and they have a dad fight. So you have Baki's dad with the other guy's dad or whatever, or his sensei, and they meet up each other in the tournament. It's almost at the end of the film. And they meet each other and they're like, oh, they crash the party and basically say, I want to fight now. And guess what? They don't fight. They just teases it. You know, they just show up and interrupt the last fight. Actually, they end up, you know, messing up the last fight. This film has a horrible conclusion, by the way. And the conclusion is that nobody wins. It's a freaking draw. But the whole thing, I guess the whole thing of making it a draw is that this is going to be the beginning of like a new thing. Maybe either a new movie crossover, or a new crossover series between the both of the universes, you know. But yeah, dude, the dads show up and they just ruin everything with the daddy machismo, and they don't even fight. It doesn't come to fruition. That one of the guys running the tournament is like, stop, we're not gonna fight now. You guys ruined the tournament, which they did. Honestly, they did ruin the tournament. Dude, honestly, this movie was so stupid and bad. I don't understand how this passed quality control. Like, I don't understand how Netflix saw this and thought, yeah, we're gonna put this out. This is good enough. Jesus, bro, honestly, they should have scrapped the whole thing. It was that bad. They shouldn't have presented this as bad as it is, because it made, honestly, it probably made both of the anime look like more lame now, because they just messed it up that badly. And dude, here's the thing, dude. I'm a guy that's very easy to please. Dude, I'm so easy to please that I even like the Death Note adaptation. Okay, that's how easy I am to please. I'm not looking for the highest form of art when I'm watching a show. I'm just looking to be entertained and, you know, set a tone and stick to that tone and, I don't know, make it a little bit interesting. But this movie just failed completely in all those aspects. It felt so much in it. I disliked it so much that I had to talk about it, how trash it is. It is so apparent that it is that bad and it is that crappy. And yeah, that's basically my opinion on the new Baki movie. Tell me what you think in the comments, if you liked it or not. And, you know, thanks for watching.